Hello everyone and welcome back to art class. So your first step in creating your sugar skull design is going to be deciding which way you would like to create your skull or which pattern you would like to use. There are a lot of different ways of drawing skulls, a lot of different designs that can be created on these different sugar skull designs. So first step is going to be deciding which way you would like to draw your skull. So if you have your paper that I gave you from school, the folded sheets of paper, you can just do this on 1/2 of a piece of paper. So the first step is going to be creating some thumbnail sketches. So thumbnail sketches are small, quick sketches to decide what you want to do for your project. It's a way of brainstorming, coming up with some ideas before you delve into your project and decide that you change your mind as to what you want to do. So I'm going to start out by doing 4 thumbnail sketches on this page. So I can do a front view, I can do a front view with only the teeth, I can do a side view, I'm not a big fan of this one. I might make it so that the bones are a little bit more defined. More of a square jaw. Okay, so these are my outline, my thumbnail sketches. Now I have to decide what kind of eyes I want. So when I create my eyes, I might want to have more boxy shape. I might have more of a circular shape. I kind of like the boxy shape. And then the nose kind of reminds me of like an upside down heart. So sometimes they're skinnier, sometimes they're wider. I'm going to try circle eyes on this one only because I think I'm going to add the jaw because I don't really like it without the jaw. When you're doing an angle, a side angle, your shape of your nose is going to change as well as your eyes. So your nose is going to be off to the side and you may only see like a part of your one eye. This one's kind of goofy looking. I think I made his head a little bit too skinny, so because typically our skulls are really big compared to the rest of our head. And his jaw's a little bit too long. So as you see, as you're working, you might change your mind, you might want to do some adjustments, and that's okay. You are also welcome to look online for various images of a skull and see if you can create or find something different that you want to use. This one here, try a different design for the nose. like he looks really silly, but that's okay because Day of the Dead is kind of more so of a silly holiday, not really a morbid holiday. It's a celebration. So you'll find a lot of funny skeletons and stuff when you're looking at different Day of the Dead things. Okay, so once you have your sketches, your ideas, then you're going to start a new page where you're going to create your actual skull. So once you've decided which way you want to draw your skull, if you're going to do a front view of your skull, you can easily just draw one half of the skull and then copy the other half. So I'm going to show you how you do that. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my skull for the outline of the head and the placement of the eyes, nose, and mouth. So I'm going to start out with drawing the top of my head. It's almost like a circle shape. If I were to actually go in and draw a circle, that would be the top of my head. And then I'm going to come out on the sides with my cheekbones. And then I'm going to come down. I kind of like the more angular chin. So for my cheekbones, I'm going to come out a little bit. Now, if you are having a hard time getting your two sides to match, let me erase my circle on the inside. One thing that you can do is you can always draw one half, go over it with a marker, and then you can fold your paper in half and you can copy it. So if I take this now, you probably can't see my color coming through underneath, but man, I did pretty good. I almost lined it up perfectly. That's how you can copy from one side to the other side. If you hold it up against a window or something, it'll make it even easier. You probably wouldn't even need to go over it with a marker. Let me erase my extra lines. Okay, so now I need to add my eyes, nose, and mouth, and I'm going to do the same thing. So on this side, I'm going to draw one eye. I don't really like the super droopy looking eyes. I kind of want it to be more open. Again, if you want to copy your eye so that it's exactly the same, you can fold your paper over. I can't exactly see it through there, so I'm going to have to go over it with a marker. If I go up to a window or something that shows light through it, it would definitely make it show up better. So make sure you go up to a light to do that. You want to always try your best to stay in pencil until you're ready to add your designs, only because if you add all your objects in marker and then you decide that you want to change something, it's really hard to change. So now I copied my eye over, and then my nose. Basically just going to do an upside down heart. And then now I'm going to come in with my cheekbones and I'm going to make my jawline. So my jawline is going to come in on both sides. I'm not going to bother copying it because I think it's almost harder. And then we've got like these empty spaces on either side of the jaw where the teeth go. So then my teeth would be lined up something like this. And I have my layout of my face. So this is step one that you're going to do when creating your mask. Oh, do you like my Day of the Dead shirt?